Glad to have you with us from the Sun Bowl in the West Texas town of El Paso. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the Kent State Golden Flashes and the UTEP Miners. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Hollywood with the latest on the weather.
Catching up with the UTEP head coach before the game, one thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Miners will put boot to leather, and this will be the start of a new season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Golden Flashes offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that, having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film. They know he has the ability to make the wow play. For them to win this game, though, you get the sense he's going to have to make a few of those for this offense.
Now, guys, when you think about Kent State, one of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hotter.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
This is why there's a lot of receivers that go alligator arms and they start tiptoeing over the middle of the field, because you don't want to be living where these big physical linebackers are. This guy, though, completely fearless, crosses the defender's face. He makes the catch, gets absolutely laid out by the linebacker, but he holds on anyway.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Golden Flashes have their offense in high gear. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Lets it fly on the move. Goes high to pull it in. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. And the Golden Flashes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out.
Makes the grab in their space. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Here comes the seventh play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Breaks into the open. Got enough space. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And this is why offenses tell you all the time, they want to keep it in third and short or third and medium like you had right here. They make you defend the whole field, and then the QB sees it. Nothing there, tucks it, does a nice job getting positive yards and getting the first down.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Back to pass. Touchdown, Golden Flashes! Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive. and cap it off with a touchdown.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Bringing it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the UTEP Miners offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing...
Great move. Now he's got room. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. First carry of the season for this transfer. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Unloads quickly. Gain of 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Throws to the wideout. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Miners will bring the punt team onto the field. Oh, misjudges it a bit and muffs it. You got to give him room and let him catch the football, and if he's called for the fair catch, you just have to stay back. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The golden flashes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Clark. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's King. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They're working that left side. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Rushes on him. A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it. You can hear it. And sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Tight end now in motion. Looking downfield, it's Colson. Fires to the right. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. And the Miners line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Wants to return it. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Golden Flashes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Makes his man miss. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to the back. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Big early test for both teams in this opening game of the season. It's 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Just drives it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass, it's Colson. He's got him this time. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Jones. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. Got his man to the left. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Got it in the middle. It's Jones. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And I like the bounce back for this offense. You go 3 and out, they don't get frustrated. They don't get down. Nice job going back to the drawing board, creating some good plays. Now here in a rhythm, moving the football.
They make the stop, and a nifty move to pick up 9 on that one. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. And off to Jones. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Makes the grab. It's Jones. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Colson. Makes the grab. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big player.
He's going for the goal line. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Coming out with it, it's Etheridge. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So here comes Kent State's offense, ready to get this drive underway. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Got his man downfield. Shakes a man, and he might take off. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Golden Flashes come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Now on the counter. It's a fumble on the play. How in the world did the offense retain possession? Second down after the offense recovered its own fumble. Quick release by the QB. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the golden flashes are rolling down the field. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Here's a little room there. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. He's now up to 52 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. Going to the run, it's King. Breaks the tackle. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Caught behind the line. It's Taylor. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. This has the makings of a good drive. The 7th play brings up a 3rd and 4. The give on the option. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Miners offense all set and ready to start the drive. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
With the catch, it's Henry.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They've got the screen set up. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And as you start to settle into games as a play call, you start to figure out what works and what doesn't work. And they really got to find a way to get this running game going. They haven't figured it out yet. Like, maybe get the ball more on the perimeter. You know, find a way to get the ball to your running back in space. This offense really has to find a way to get the ground game going.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jones. Finding some room. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The Miners come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Hand off to Jones. Just couldn't get away from the tackle. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Wants to throw. It's Colson. And the missed connection on third down.
And how about this defense? Not getting frustrated. They've given up a bunch of yards. You're down in your scoring area, but nice job bowing your neck on third down, forcing the fourth down, not getting frustrated. Good job focusing by this defense.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, UTEP! Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Hunter. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Golden Flashes offense ready to get this drive started. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
This guy runs with some attitude, discarding tacklers, and works his way to the 19. So third and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Gonna take a shot. Makes the catch down the right side. Finds a seam. He's at the touchdown, Kent State. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And that's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The UTEP offense headed out to the field to start this drive. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
It's really nice to be a quarterback in today's football when running backs are basically wide receivers. Not only can you split them out, you keep them at running back, nothing open, I dump it to him. Look at that. He makes a big play for me.
Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. The play action fake. He's got it. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Colson. Fires downfield. Complete to the right. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance. Now the offense defense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Sends it back in motion. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Flips it out to the back. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon, and a guy this defense has got to be ready for.
Wide receiver going in motion. This quarterback part of their running game. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Timeout taken by the offense as their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the line. Touchdown, Miners! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You always want to take some momentum into halftime. That's exactly what they did. How about the touchdown late in the first half? Now a chance to take the lead with the extra point. All the momentum, all the juice, all the feel-good going right to this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? On the run, it's King. Runs through the tackle. Good gain there. Picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Harris. Still on his feet. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Guys, week 1, the start of a brand new season, and it's our pleasure to welcome you into the EA Sports College Football Update Show. First up, a look at Michigan going up against Appalachian State.
The Golden Flashes will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was... More running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And on that kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. To throw, it's Colson. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And you can't start the half any better than that. You talk about going in, making halftime adjustments, talking about what they did. It looks like they knew exactly what they were going to do. Come out, read the pass, break.
Snags it, and they're headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Flashes. They take the lead here in the second half. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on.
Looking, trying to escape, cannot. The sack thwarts the two-point try. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man is brought down, but there is a penalty flag on the play, and if I were a betting man, and sometimes I am, I'd say they're going to throw it in reverse. Right on the heels of that touchdown, they give up some good field position with that face mask penalty costing them 15 yards. And after they mark off the yardage for the personal foul penalty, it's 1st and 10 for this offense. Give to the running back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back to pass on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Thomas. Could not make his way to the corner.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Looking to throw, it's Colson. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Miners will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. On the move, it's King. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the 2nd play of the drive from the 36. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Clark. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. Got room at the 35. Lots of running room. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Kent State. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And the extra point is good.
Kent State, 33. UTEP, 21.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Looking to throw, it's Colson. Finds his target down the middle.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And coming out in the 2nd half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this 2nd half, defense picking up where it left off.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding it. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Pulls it in, it's Henry. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Motion from the wideout. Tries to get it on the ground. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage, and the defense holds. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Checking in from the Kent State sideline. They are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone they can count on. The coaches keep telling him, poise, composure, keep it going. This young guy is showing what he's made of. Reese?
Holly, thank you. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Zings it complete to the right. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
This is a designed run.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. On the move. Could be an alley. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, golden flashes. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Colson. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught, it's Henry. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. The Miners peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Stopped after a gain of 3, it'll be 2nd and 7. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quarterback making checks. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the tight end. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. And the Miners are moving quickly down the field. Makes the grab on the left. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Over the middle, it's Smith. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Miners come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, UTEP. Middle of the end zone, he's got it.
And this is the part of the field where you gotta love to have the big tight ends. These guys are used all over the field now. Find those mismatches. Palmer, nice throw, nice catch.
Man, I remember a time when tight ends were good for 5-yard out routes and blocking. How nice is it to have a guy with this guy's size and speed to stretch the field vertically, get into the end zone quickly, and be a great target for you? That's every quarterback's dream.
Wants to throw on first down. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on first down. They'll go to the counter. Maybe a crease. Picks up the first down. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The run from the shotgun. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. As we head to the fourth quarter, this guy is seeing the defense. Look how he spread the ball around. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. He's got it on the right. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical...
Touchdown, Kent State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
And the extra point was good.
47, UTEP, 28.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Brings a return out across the 25, gets a couple of extra yards. He stopped at the 27-yard line. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, down on the UTEP sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment. They've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Smith's got it. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Miners moving quickly to the line.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
They're dealing with a second and long. To the air, it's Colson. Taken in by Smith on the right side. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. The Miners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Makes the catch and knocked down. So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Connection to the right. Touchdown, UTEP! A great catch and run for 6. And he makes the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes Kent State's offense, ready to get this drive underway. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Makes the catch. It's Clark. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The run inside. It's King. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to power their way ahead. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. There's a crease. At the 30. 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Golden Flashes.
All game long, this guy's been putting his toolbox on display. He's got speed, he's got wiggle, he's got vision. That's another long touchdown run, David. And he made no bones about it earlier in the season. He said, I want to win the Doak Walker Award. He's putting up numbers today that are going to help him do that.
Yeah, this will go a long way. Already over 100. Now add this big, long touchdown run. The defense better find some answers because I'm just going to keep giving it to them over and over again until they solve the problem.
The Miners' offense all set and ready to start the drive. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
To the air, it's Colson, looking to the big tight end. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Caught by Smith. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. They just keep firing. Now he makes the catch. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. And the Miners go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. He's got it. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The Miners headed quickly to the line. Looking to pass. It's Colson. He wants it all. Touchdown, Miners. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score.
UTEP 42.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Golden Flash's offense ready to get this drive started. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. He's piled up 112 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener. Using his feet. The last thing you need is this guy getting knocked around. Wisely avoids the hit with the slide. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. There he goes. Touchdown, Kent State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Salt enter wound, right? Late in the fourth. You can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And he knocked that one right down the middle.
UTEP 42.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Tackled. Down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The UTEP offense headed out to the field to start this drive. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Right down the middle. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And the Miners have it with a 1st and 10. You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit the ground.
You remember that Jameis Winston game we called on a Thursday night? The ball didn't even hit the ground, did it?
It did not. 2 incomplete passes caught out of bounds. Dances away. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Colson. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Throwing on the run. Brings it down on the right side. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. He wants to change this route. He's looking to throw. Give him 6.
job by the offense, going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. The keeper on the option. Turning it on. The 20. Touchdown, Golden Flashes. And well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be explosive and they can light up the scoreboard. Bad news, though, David, they've got a lot to clean up on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and welcome to college football nowadays, right? This is how it works, a ton of points. Defenses learn as you go, but you got to get better. You got to force some turnovers, create those negative plays. Just can't give up so many points.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.